You parked in the way. I've stood here and watched several trucks come out here. I'm not causing this. No, that's projection. That is projection. There's plenty of places for you to park where they could have got through, but you refused to do that. You'd rather park in the way.
If you weren't here doing this, we wouldn't be out here.
She didn't park in the way. She did not park in the way. You parked in the way. You caused it, not me.
You did.
No.
I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for you.
That's projection. That is pure projection. Your projection, your flaws on me.
My response.
That is your flaw that you parked in that driveway when there's all kinds of other ways to park.
Sir, it's not a flaw.
It is a flaw.
I have a question.
But anyway,
Question.
During a civil rights audit in Charlotte, Officer P3703 accused the videographer of causing a traffic obstruction despite the patrol car being the one actually blocking the trucks. The situation escalated when the officer admitted to identifying the auditor through an internal email but refused to discuss constitutional rights. Is law enforcement based on personal bias and blaming citizens the proper conduct for a professional officer? Follow the story and share your thoughts at ID Refusal 101. We would like to express our sincere gratitude to the original creator and encourage everyone to follow their channel to support these transparency efforts. Welcome to ID Refusal 101. We're here to arm you with legal knowledge to protect yourself. Subscribe now to know your rights and how to assert them. And now, enjoy the video.
All right, how you doing today?
Good. May I ask why you're filming?
I just feel like it.
You just feel like it?
Yes, sir. Trying to find anything interesting going on. Can I ask you the name and badge number?
Petroleum Mitchell 5544.
5544?
So why are you filming the petroleum? So we got a call.
Okay.
That's why I'm out with you.
All right.
People are concerned about you filming the petroleum.
Just seeing what I can find interesting to report on, you know. You never know when you're going to get that video that's going to make you a lot of money.
Report to who?
Anywhere. I might sell it to a news agency if something interesting happens. You never know. Some of them news agencies pay pretty good.
Okay, well, you know my name. What's your name?
I don't give that out.
No,
It's against my policy. It's against my policy to give out my name.
Your policy? Who do you work for?
Me?
You work for you?
Yeah, sir.
I'm not a sir.
Okay.
So,
All right.
you don't want to give me your name?
No,
Why not?
because I don't want to. I don't like giving out my name. Can I get your name and badge number, sir?
The encounter begins as Officer Mitchell, badge 5544, approaches the videographer to investigate a call regarding filming at a petroleum facility. Under the First Amendment, filming in public spaces is a protected constitutional right, and third-party concern does not establish the reasonable suspicion required for a criminal detention. While Officer Mitchell correctly identified herself, the tension escalated when she demanded the videographer's identification, and the videographer immediately engaged in ID refusal. Guided by the Fourth Amendment, citizens are under no legal obligation to identify themselves unless the officer has specific facts suggesting a crime has been, is being, or is about to be committed. By using the term personal policy to mirror the officer's official policy, the videographer effectively asserted his autonomy. Officer Mitchell erred by attempting to compel identification in a non-criminal encounter. In this context, maintaining ID refusal is the correct course of action to safeguard civil liberties against unwarranted government intrusion. Remember, ID refusal is not an act of resistance. It is an act of constitutional preservation.
oh, this is one of those Second Amendment guys.
Excuse me?
You're one of those Second Amendment guys, aren't you?
Second Amendment?
Yeah. Civil rights guys.
What's your name and badge number?
What's your info?
JP Gunning.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
There you have it. What's yours?
What's your badge number?
P3703.
P3703.
Yeah.
Thank you, because that's your policy.
Yeah, I know.
Uh-huh. Is there something wrong with Second Amendment? You don't like the Second Amendment?
I'm not going to have this conversation with you.
Well, you're the one brought it up, though.
No, that's just who you are, though. I've seen your picture on the emails, so.
If you don't want to have the conversation, why'd you bring it up? I'm just curious on that one right there.
Because that's who you are, right?
You see my picture as a Second Amendment person, huh?
Yes, sir.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I find that very interesting. On an email. An official email. Do you remember what it says?
Yeah.
Because I'm going to FOIA that and see what it says, because I'd like to know.
That's our personal knowledge.
Okay.
So.
Yeah, but it's public record if it's in an email, official email.
Yeah.
So I'm going to see about getting that one.
Okay.
City of Charlotte's usually pretty good about giving out FOIA requests. They answer them pretty good.
The situation takes a troubling turn as Officer P3703 arrives and immediately identifies the videographer based on internal department emails. This serves as a clear example of systematic surveillance targeting individuals exercising their First Amendment rights by labeling the videographer as a Second Amendment or civil rights activist. Officer P3703 reveals an underlying bias within law enforcement. When questioned about the email's content, the officer evasively claims it is personal knowledge despite being distributed through an official government system. Legally, the videographer is correct to assert that these are public records, and his intent to file a FOIA, a Freedom of Information Act request, is a powerful countermeasure. Despite being identified and subjected to psychological pressure, the videographer remains steadfast in his ID refusal. Officer P3703, knowing the subject's identity from files, provocatively initiates a debate only to shut it down when held accountable, a display of unprofessionalism and potential misconduct. In this scenario, maintaining ID refusal while leveraging legal tools like FOIA is the most effective way to hold police accountable for unauthorized surveillance. Once again, ID refusal demonstrates its vital role in preventing law enforcement from bypassing Fourth Amendment protections against the arbitrary collection of personal data.
So actually, I do have a question for you.
Okay, question. I might answer it, I might not. You never know.
Why?
Why what?
Why do you do this?
Why not?
Knowing that we have sergeants that look at our body camera and would report any violation to our internal affairs office, why do you feel the need to come out and police the police?
You never know. You know, sometimes they attack you.
Now,
so if you got the email about me...
I've been doing this over 20 years, and I've never attacked somebody.
But if you got an email about me, me personally, you know I was attacked.
No, it doesn't give us that kind of information.
But I will grant it was not Charlotte-Mecklenburg Police that did it.
Okay. I'm willing to listen real quick.
It was G4S that did it.
Down at the transit center?
See, if you know me, you know what happened then.
Actually, but you know how many emails I see in a day? So fill me in. G4S attacked you at our transit center?
Yeah, we'll see. It's all, I got to keep all that in under wraps because there's going to be a big court case about that. Really big one.
Okay. Do I have to wait?
Well, I'm going to do a report on that.
I don't watch the news that much, so.
I'm going to do a report on that.
Can you just fill me in,
sir? And all of it will be on a report.
But really,
when I do the report, I'm sending it to Charlotte City.
Okay.
Because I've already got G4S's contract, and they breached the contract several times. So, and their contract ends in October, and then they've got city has an option of renewing it for a year. I'm gonna see about stopping that renewal. That's my plan now since I was attacked by them.
Officer P3703 poses a challenging question regarding the motivation behind monitoring the police, suggesting that body cameras and internal affairs are sufficient for self-regulation. However, the videographer effectively counters by citing his personal experience of being attacked by G4S security personnel at a transit center. This captures the essence of the First Amendment, the right of the public to monitor public officials and government contractors to ensure accountability. While Officer P3703 attempts to downplay the necessity of independent oversight, the videographer demonstrates that relying on internal systems is insufficient when contract breaches and violence persist. Throughout this dialogue, the videographer consistently maintains his ID refusal against inquiries seeking deeper personal disclosure. Exercising ID refusal while discussing a potential lawsuit and G4S's failures allows the citizen to preserve his legal standing. The police have no legal authority to demand a justification for your life goals or political beliefs if no crime is committed. The correct course of action is to stay focused on government misconduct and uphold ID refusal to avoid being categorized in targeted surveillance databases. Monitoring the police is not redundant. It is an essential check and balance against potential police misconduct.
Let's see what you're causing.
Nope,
Austin,
I'm not causing that.
Watch what you're causing.
You see that right there?
I'm parked here because I'm talking to you.
You see where she parked?
Yeah.
She's out of the way.
No.
You parked in the way.
No.
I've stood here and watched several trucks come out here. I'm not causing this. No, that's projection. That is projection. There's plenty of places for you to park where they could have got through, but you refused to do that. You'd rather park in the way.
If you weren't here doing this, we wouldn't be out here.
She didn't park in the way. She did not park in the way. You parked in the way. You caused it, not me.
You did.
No.
I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for you.
That's projection. That is pure projection. Your projection, your flaws on me.
My response.
That is your flaw that you parked in that driveway when there's all kinds of other ways to park.
Sir, it's not a flaw.
It is a flaw.
I have a question.
But anyway.
Question.
Did you come out here to start filming because you knew we were going to get a call on you?
Nope, I was hoping you wouldn't call. Nobody would call. I was hoping nobody would call. Is what I was hoping for. It's exactly what I was hoping for. Now, have I done anything illegal? Have I broken any laws? Okay, so no. So it wasn't me. So it wasn't me that caused it because I broke no laws. I did nothing wrong. Did I do anything wrong? Did I do anything illegal? Did I break any laws? And he could have parked anywhere else except for right there. Well, I spoke too soon. The lesson was not learned. And he's still blocking traffic.
The tension reaches its peak as Officer P3703 engages in a classic logical fallacy, victim blaming. Although the police patrol car is directly obstructing the truck's path, P3703 accuses the videographer's presence as the root cause of the congestion. This is a clear case of psychological projection, attempting to shift the responsibility of the officer's improper parking onto the citizen's right to monitor. Under the First Amendment, a citizen is not responsible for the poor operational decisions of police officers who choose to block traffic without emergency lights or valid justification. In this scenario, the videographer's steadfast ID refusal serves as a vital defensive tool. By repeatedly questioning whether he has broken any specific law, he exposes the legal vacuum behind P3703's accusations. According to the Fourth Amendment, law enforcement cannot detain or compel identification based on a self-created inconvenience. The correct response to such projection is to remain calm, document the officer's own traffic violation, and hold firm to ID refusal until they are forced to admit no crime has occurred. Maintaining ID refusal prevented Officer P3703 from escalating his own administrative failure into an unlawful arrest of an innocent citizen. In summary, we witnessed a classic confrontation between civil liberties and police authority. Regarding behavior grading, the videographer earns an A for his legal expertise and maintaining composure against police projection. Conversely, Officer Mitchell receives a C for her initially professional demeanor that devolved into baseless demands for ID, while Officer P3703 is graded an F for his irrational blaming and biased attitude toward First Amendment practitioners. This video highlighted the core principles of the Fourth Amendment regarding unreasonable search and seizure, alongside the right to film in public. The key takeaway is to consistently practice ID refusal when you are not engaged in criminal activity. If faced with an officer creating their own traffic obstruction and blaming you, as P3703 did, continue recording and ask for a specific crime rather than surrendering your personal data. Persistence in ID refusal is your primary shield against unfounded accusations. Thank you for tuning in to ID Refusal 101 to better understand your rights. Please remember to follow and support the original creators channel to encourage further transparency and accountability. Knowing your rights isn't being difficult, it's being prepared. If this video helped you understand your legal rights, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Drop a comment below, tell us your story, ask a question, or suggest the next encounter we should break down. This is ID Refusal 101, where we teach the basics of your right. Thanks for watching and see you next time.